George and Amal Clooney have finally welcomed their twins, Ella and Alexander, into the world. Born to an eternal Hollywood A-lister and a prominent international human rights lawyer, these two are sure to lead some interesting and well-documented lives. Here's everything we know about the Clooney twins so far. No joke. Before the world would come to know that the Clooneys were expecting two babies, George and Amal Clooney shared the news of their impending arrival with their closest friends over dinner and received an uproarious response to the news. George said his friends were very serious and supportive at first, but then they just couldn't help but tease the 56-year-old dad-to-be.
And then it got really quiet, and then they all just started making baby crying, like, and the whole table just busted up laughing.
But despite the initial shock, Clooney said the couple was really happy and really excited to become parents.
It's gonna be an adventure.
Cheeky start. There was also a humorous twist to the announcement letting the world know about the arrival of the Clooney twins. In a statement from their publicist, the new parents said, quote, "This morning, Amal and George welcomed Ella and Alexander Clooney into their lives. Ella, Alexander, and Amal are all healthy, happy, and doing fine. George is sedated and should recover in a few days." Born and raised. While George Clooney is a native son of the United States and has spent most of his life making a name for himself as an American actor, Amal Alamuddin has been living in the United Kingdom almost exclusively since she was a toddler and practices law with the United Nations in London. According to Vogue, the couple has reportedly decided to raise their children in England, where they were born, at least for the first few years of their lives. The Clooneys invested in a nesting spot, a historic mansion outside of London just after their wedding, and they've maintained the residence ever since. So, while their father might still boast an American dialect,
I'm a Dapper Dan man.
they're more likely to inherit a bit of their mother's British accent based on their early surroundings.
US values are at stake. Democracy is at stake.
Supermom. While Amal was still expecting, George made no secret about his wife's real-life superhero status, a subject he knows all too well from his Batman and Robin days.
She's doing really great. She's amazing, and it's I don't have anything to do. There's nothing I can do to help, and make tea and stuff.
Even so, Clooney vowed to be a hands-on dad when it came to some of the nitty-gritty aspects of parenting, saying, quote, "I know what I'm in for." Friends in high places. Just days before Ella and Alexander were born, their parents entertained a very special guest, former President of the United States, Barack Obama. Chances are, based on their father's history with Obama, they'll probably soon get to meet him face-to-face as well. Clooney famously hosted personal campaign fundraisers for Obama during his election process, and the two remained chummy throughout Obama's presidency, recently playing basketball together in 2016. Grandma knows best. Until February 2017, the Clooneys had been successful at keeping the sex of their kids under wraps, but it was George Clooney's mother Nina who accidentally spilled the beans. She told Radar Online, quote, "It will be one of each. Yes, a boy and a girl. That's what I've been told. How marvelous. My husband and I are extremely excited." It's clear that she's willing to share precious details with the press if the notoriously private couple decide not to share the deets of their duo's upbringing later on. Thanks for watching! Click the Nicki Swift icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too!